Namaskar everyone, and a very warm welcome to our healing circle today. A special welcome and thank you to those of you that are participating together with us here in Trinidad and Tobago, are participating via Zoom, and also those of you that are joining us in our channels, media channels, YouTube and Facebook. Just want to say how grateful we all are that we have your presence, especially lively, because the energy field, the quantum energy field that we are creating, it's very powerful, and it's generated by all of you that are in this moment present physically. I know how much you all love these Wednesday healing circles. You also do love them. I remember the first time at the end of 2011 when I came for the first time in the ashram. The healing circle were running in another part of the ashram. And since then, they are continuously happening in every single Wednesday. So creating this powerful discipline energy field in every Wednesday, it's very easy for all of us to just tune into it, add into it, and just embrace ourselves into this energy field. So we are welcoming you with these words of giving you thanks for participating. And before I'm going to reveal to you our program today, I'm inviting you now to do our centering. So wherever you are, if you'd like to stand up, to include this physical body in your centering, it will be very beneficial. So I see some of you are already, all of you are already standing up. So let's place our feet on the ground. And taking our mind now into the physical body, connecting with the balls of our feet. Balls of our feet connected with the earth energies. Feet are shoulder width apart. Slightly bend the knees as you drop the tailbone down. Take your mind now totally into the physical body and also into the inner space, the mental, emotional, vital energy space. Let's connect with the earth energies now from the balls of our feet, extending the mind awareness below the feet to the earth as we are rooted down to the earth. And as we do this, we observe a slight lightness between the feet and the earth. It's not a gross sensation only, it's also a light sensation. And some of us, we might feel heat generated between the feet and the earth. Now let's unlock our joints, ankles, knees joints, hip joints. Find your inner physical posture. Round the hips inwardly, creating more space in the groins, maintaining the tailbone down to the earth. And now let's pay attention to the spinal column. As you want to observe your spinal column posture and create more space between vertebrae, relaxing the muscles around the spine, we use the breath tool here. So we're going to breathe in and slowly elongate the spine. Take it one vertebra at a time until we reach up to the shoulders, to the neck, and breathing out and relaxing and dropping down any tension. As we continue this, aligning the spine, the column of life, we want to also observe and bring relaxation, distress into the mind, energy, into the emotional energy, and into the whole body energies. Now, a very important area is the shoulder and the neck area. We tend to hold a lot of tensions there. So let's now round slowly the shoulders, dropping the chin slowly down. So we create a relaxation in the muscles on the spine, rounding the arms, creating space between the arms and the body, and relaxing the neck muscles. Just move slowly the neck. Breathe, distress, relax. And observe now the overall physical body. Take a moment to align again. The body will guide you, it's very intelligent. You just need to let go. You need to relax in every part of your body and bring the mind into the body. Every cell, every muscle, every organ, into the structure, into the bones, using all the tools that you know, the breath, focus, visualization. And now that we are more aligned with the physical body, let's bring our center deeper, from the gross slowly to the subtle. As we observe the physical body and the lightness that surrounds the physical body, let's center into the consciousness space, into the crown, into the top of the head, the heavenly energies as they refer to in Qigong, the source of all energies, the consciousness field, the divine power, the God, the heavenly angels. Name it as you want it in your own inner language. Just bring your connection with the source, with the God, with the light forces. The mind is following the centering, becoming more and more inward, silent, expanded, focus. The listening gets deeper and deeper. Inner listening, listening into the field. And let's connect with each other in this field as one heart, one mind. Connect with the masters of the light forces, to our own inner guru. And asking and visualizing support that we need for today in our healing circle, and those of us that we are thinking of and want to channel to. Let's invoke this support, inner support, heavenly support. As we bring the palms in front of the chest, we are in gratitude, we are in reverence for these forces of the light that works inside of us and in the whole world. We just need to attune to. Offer these prayers into the universe from your own heart. And now let's connect with our center of the I consciousness, the emotional mind, the sense of I, keeping the connection with the earth energies, the source of all energies. And we can repeat that heaven, the source, earth, the physical plane, and I, we are one. So we bring oneness into our experience. You can slowly drop your palms and pay a few moments again attention to the physical body alignment again, its energies, vital forces of healing that are already taking place through this alignment. Pay attention to your mind, to your emotional field, to your connection with the divine. And connect with the breath slowly, breathing in, expanding, breathing out, relaxing. And slowly, you can open your eyes if you keep it closed. I keep my eyes open as I want to be inwardly connected and also connected with everything around. Just come back from your position. You can have your seats. Thank you so much for your alignment to the field and creating these beautiful energies at the beginning of the healing circle. And now, I'm going to reveal to you the structure of the healing circle for today. We were going to have our Guruji presence through his powerful talk, inspirational message at the beginning of a healing circle that was recorded, but it has the same power as it was live happening in this moment. As you know, we are energy beings. So we are going to play Guruji inspirational talk on the topic of today at the beginning of the healing circle. And after that, we're going to offer to you practices that you can apply in everyday life. So Guruji messages and talks becomes also very much applicable in every moment. Wherever you are in the world, you don't have to sit and meditate, you can use these tools. So we're gonna do these practices together with you. Prima Devi will start and then I will come back and join into these practices. And at the end, we're gonna meditate together through the healing meditation of Guruji from the same day. It's recorded, but of course, it is powerful as it's happening in this very moment. So the subject that we choose today, that we want to run the whole program around it, is managing the inner space, managing the mental, emotional, and vital currents that operates the physical body. And Guruji will reveal to us how important it is to align the ego-mind through the source and be able to channel energies in this alignment also for our total well-being and also for the world. So it's important to learn at the beginning how to manage these energies, how to charge them up, and how to channel them appropriately. And this is what we want to apply today also in our practices. So please enjoy Guruji inspirational talk, and after that, Prema Devi will come and take you to some practices. See you soon.
As we begin, let me say to you that the mind is the most powerful part of your being. And of course, we mean the ego mind. A lot of us find that ego mind to be uncontrollable. Some of you may have partial control over it, but don't be too excited about that, because it still leaves the mind restless at some deeper level. The good word is that your mind is completely controllable. And not only that, it's an amazing tool under your control. The mind is an instrument, antikarana. And it's an instrument of another instrument, the ego. Ego is only an instrument of the greater power. But ego and mind and senses. And the operational pranas that operate your physical, they all need to be under your control. And you have the ability to take charge of that. You have the ability to take charge of that. Think of how wonderful it is to be able to manage your thought energy. Now, I'm not just saying thought, but it's an energy. So think of how wonderful it is, exciting, that you can manage your thought energy, that you can think what you want to think, when you want to think, how you want to think, as much as you want to think, as little as you want to think. That thought is under your control. It is so sad in a system as ours that we don't teach that as a fundamental part of our education at the primary level. But this is what I want. To help you with. Managing energy has always been a passion of mine, continues to be. Mind energy, emotional energy, the energy, core energy in the body, sexual energy, physical energy, under control. And not just under control, but you're using it to create a vital and powerful presence, to support humanity in its growth, to be an example to others, and to guide others to also learn to develop that management of energy. That's what a meditation does. That's the meditation that I teach you is not a passive kind of meditation, not letting go and living in space. It is how you direct the energy of the mind and thought and emotion to bring balance in the body and to use these energies productively, efficiently, and in a way to uplift yourself and those around you. This kind of training requires time and effort, discipline. But the great thing is, you begin to see results when you learn the effective ways of doing it. Learning to manage the breath, learning to create a silent mind, learning to tap into the higher consciousness, learning to channel the different levels of energy, learning to identify the different levels of energy. There is so much excitement. There's always been in my being. As I journeyed through this path of energy mastery, energy awareness. Today I'd like you to remember that we need to be able to manage these energies that we use every day. And they're totally manageable. Your ego, energy, and mind should be aligned to the divine self. There's a divine intelligence within you, and that ego should be aligned to it. And you should be channeling appropriately. Appropriately means, depending on the circumstances, the situations around you, you're able to channel energies to bring harmony, to bring peace, to bring uplift, to bring healing. That's the kind of channeling of energies. It's marvelous. Only if you can appreciate how great you are, or how great that which is within you is. And we call it the higher self. It's another part of you. It is not something foreign to you, alien to you, different to you. It is you. It's another you. And as you grow in consciousness, the you that you think you are expands, 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 and the you continuously evolves. That's why the ego, we can't say the ego has any permanent existence, because it continuously evolves its consciousness until it's transcended. It's transcended, not that it doesn't exist anymore, but the power that operates the system is beyond the ego. And the ego humbles to it, and the ego becomes an instrument of it. That is what enlightenment is. And that is what the goal is.
Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to this practical segment of our healing circle today. And I just would like to add that this is a very fascinating theme for me. Learning to work with energy, with prana, in this case pranayama, the extension of the energy behind the breath. And just to share that I have found that the more I practice and learn about Guru's teachings, the more fascinating the journey begins or starts. I used to think that pranayama was basically just having these breathing exercises to a specific time of the day. But now, the more and more I learn, I realize that it is really a moment-to-moment practice. That as we walk, as we shower, as we chat with someone, we can really try to develop this breath awareness. And the more we consciously practice this breath awareness, the more that we can actually balance our energies in our whole being, not only mentally, emotionally, but physically. So today, I would like to share with you my morning practice, something that I do before Guru Gita starts, and it really sets the pace basically for my whole day. I find that by doing this alignment with the chakras through the breath, tapping exercises and pranayama, it really gives me that foundation. So throughout the day, it is easy for me to scan the energies, the chakra centers, see where I am, and just use the breath as a way of anchoring, as a way of coming into balance. Sometimes it could be like a cleansing breath, a little bit of Kapalabhati breath, but sometimes it's just literally breathing to the belly if my body is feeling tired, or breathing into the heart and opening the chest area, as we will be doing in few seconds. So, and that way, we can actually stay balanced throughout the day. And the more and more we practice, the more unconscious it becomes, in a way that the breath becomes our anchor. And even sometimes we don't realize, but we are actually very conscious of the breath in a way to keep us balanced. So I will just do a little bit of the centering practice with you first. So you can either sit or stand, whatever you prefer. But first we want to start with the mindset. Guru always says that the mind is the most powerful tool that we have. And in this case, for me, using our three main energy centers, in this case, the mental field, the emotional field, and the vitality field, brow, heart, and navel, are very, very important as I start my day, as a way of centering. So first here, you can just open your legs shoulder width apart, and just gently bending your knees. And I really like to use my hands as a way of bringing the attention and intention to any specific point that I'm working on. So as we focus on the chest area, for example, the emotional space, I like to bring my palms and arms right in front of it. And again, setting the intention of feeling loving energies in my whole being, I start to gently expand my arms as I inhale and close them together as I exhale. And here I continue to set the intention of tapping into that infinite reservoir of love, that fountain of joy within us, compassion, kindness, understanding, where goodness prevails. And I imagine these waves and waves of love coming from this chest space and expanding into my whole body, bringing a smile into the face, and just loving what I'm doing. My body, feeling grateful for being alive, for another day to grow and learn. So breathing into the chest as you inhale and exhale. You can do this for as long as you wish. And while keeping this awareness in the chest area, in your loving field, now we want to expand this awareness to the mental field, breathing through the throat area using the Ujjayi breath, the ocean sound. Inhaling through the throat to the medulla, right at the back of the head, and breathing in at the same time through the brow center, right between your eyebrows. Trying to make a connection there with the brow and the medulla as you continue to inhale and exhale. And as you continue this awareness at the heart and at the brow, I bring the attention down into the belly, the navel. Your palms and arms can gently come down. And here the breath becomes a little bit different. Rather than expanding at the energy point or chakra point, here we want to engage the three lower centers as one. So as we continue to expand, as we inhale and exhale, we want to gently tighten the perineum area, that energy point between the genitals and the anus, and gently pull up the energy along the spine, bringing the sacral energy back to the spine and up, and expand into the navel. Nice. Inhale, bringing the energy up from the perineum, from the sacral to the back of the spine, and expand. And in the exhale, you relax. Again, inhale as you pull the perineum up, the sacral, expanding in the belly, and exhale, relax. While keeping the awareness of your heart and mental field, we do one more. And relaxed. Beautiful. So depending on the time, I do this sometimes for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, as time allows. And again, this is how I begin my day, but throughout the day, you can also take a few minutes just to literally have a mini centering and alignment as you engage in your daily activities. So after I do my centering for a little bit and get the mindset of feeling very loving, really focused with a silent mind and feeling the vitality and the groundedness in the body, I try to replicate these feelings throughout the day. And then I start with the body awareness. I do the tapping to bring the mind really into the body, to feel more grounded, but also because the tapping really stimulates those meridian channels, energy channels along the whole body. So it really gives us the feeling of awakening, like every cell in your being, just so you feel much more alive, much more vital in a way. And that I find it also very, very important as we begin the day. Also because the more we work, in this case we will be doing intestine exercises, belly tapping, whole body tapping, I find that this makes my pranayama exercises even easier. So again, if you would like to stand, if that is a possibility, is even better. So you can continue to keep your feet shoulder width apart, parallel to each other, gently sinking the hips down, tucking in, not forward, not backwards, but a line in the middle. And here we want to do the belly tapping first. Again, this is the center of vitality, so we are using this as part of also cleansing and opening those energy channels, and also we are going to be revitalizing and balancing the whole system. But something that I have found really, really fascinating about pranayama, of course, with Guru's grace and guidance, is that with the prana, in this case, the breath exercises, we are not only using it for cleansing, revitalizing, and balancing, but it's actually extremely nourishing for the whole body, for every cell. And also, you can even experience these moments of bliss. That is really like a taste. When Guru says you can catch it, it's a taste of this bliss of romance with prana. I honestly thought that we had to be enlightened like Guru to get a sense of a bliss like that. But we can actually feel it the more we practice and the more we have this intention and desire strong within us. So here we want to bring the palms right in our belly area. The thumbs are pretty much close to the navel. And here we're going to do 50 tappings. We call it dungeon area in the Korean tradition. We're going to do 50 tappings, and counting is actually very, very beneficial as part of using the breath and balancing also the kind of right and left side of the brain, as counting helps us become more, I would say, uses more the analytical, objective side of the brain. So if we are feeling very, very emotional, the tapping and the counting can bring you back into balance. So let's do it together, counting out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Very nice. And we give it a nice rock. And here again, to feel even more grounded, we can bring the attention to the perineum and even tightening the belly muscles a bit, so it becomes even more powerful. So now we're going to do 20 intestine exercises. These ones not only help us to physically support the bowel movements, but also helps release stagnant energy in the abdominal area, relaxing the muscles in this area. So when we are actually doing the pranayama, the breath is even deeper rather than shallow. When this area is contracted, when we are feeling, let's say in this case, really, really stressed, with physical pains, discomfort, etc., we tend to tense this area. So the muscles contract and then the breath gets restricted. So doing this movement really, really helps also to release this area. So again, for women, can bring the right palm closer to the belly, left one on top, and males the opposite, left one closer. So we're going to do 20 deep breaths, in this case for people that are either pregnant, have high blood pressure, or any hernias in the abdominal area. You can continue just to do the regular deep breath, and then for the rest, we can do the deep breathing. So as we exhale, we're going to bring the belly in. You can use the palms to help. In as much as you can, and I actually bring the breath and the belly up like a 45-degree angle towards the spine, and release in the inhale. So the way it works is that we synchronize the breath, the counting, with the exhale and the inhale. So the inhale happens naturally, and the exhale becomes the movement on its own. So again, here we begin by bringing the palms to our belly, and we begin with the counting. 1, belly in and slightly up, release. 2, 3, 4, 5, relaxing shoulders, 6, and chest, 7, 8, 9, and 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Very nice. And you can give it a nice rub, and you can do these exercises laying down on your bed, kneeling, in any position that you wish. And now we're going to be doing the whole body tapping. Here again, we don't have to remember which meridians are where. We just tap the whole body, and we're covering the main organs for their perfect functioning. So we begin in this case with our left lung tapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And shoulder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And enjoy it. Bring a beautiful smile into the face. And now bringing the left palm up, coming all the way down, and clapping. Coming back to shoulder, and armpit. And now bending to the right, tapping the left side of your ribs, coming back to centered, and we release. Now we switch sides with the right lung. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And shoulder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now bringing your right palm up and tapping. Clapping. Coming back to shoulder and armpit. And now bending to the left, tapping all the side of your right ribs, coming back to centered, and we release. Now we want to gently push our hips back, bringing our palms on our kidneys and tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And going all the way back through the back of the legs, all the way down. And your insteps, the top of your feet, coming all the way up through the front of your legs. Good. And going down through the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hips. Hips are also very, very important to release. And here we want to come back to the belly area, one palm up, one down. Here we're covering here this very important point right below the navel, the rib cage and the navel. We want to release also that stagnant energy coming down to the sides for liver and stomach. We're stimulating, again, all those energy pathways, energy flow and blood circulation, and coming up to the chest. Nice. And here we can release any emotional disturbances by using the sound ah, and louder. Ah, and faster. Ah, and release. We give it a nice sweep. Perfect. Beautiful, everyone. So that's it for tapping. So now we can move into the pranayama exercises that I do, are also very, very simple and quick, so you can implement, again, this little routine every day, if possible. So here we can continue with the same posture. We want to do the cleansing breath, again, for bringing fresh oxygen and prana into the lungs and the whole body, but also releasing any stagnant energies after sleeping for so long during the night. Spent energies, like Guru says. So here we want to use the exhale as a way of releasing. Again, we use the mindset, releasing all the stagnation and bringing in fresh prana and oxygen into the body. I like, again, to use my palms and my arms as a way to make it even more powerful, with more awareness and attention. So here we begin by exhaling through the mouth. Sending it all the way to the earth, to the ground, and breathing in fresh energy, pure, all along the spine. And breathe out. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In and out. Great, wonderful, everyone. And now I like to use the breath of fire, the Kapalabhati breath. We have practiced this one before, but for those that haven't, we use the exhale as a way of bringing the energies in, like with a sharp exhale. So we're actually pumping energy into the body. And even though the movement occurs mostly in the navel area, we can target different energy points and chakras as we do the same movement. It's just to be mindful of where the attention goes, energy goes. So if you are focusing on the heart, mostly the prana and oxygen will come into this area, even though we may be feeling the pumping still happening at the navel. So here I like to do the breath of fire, or the Kapalabhati, at each chakra. Very, very quickly, I go through each one of them. And then that also, I find it very, very balancing. So we begin with the root by exhaling. Inhale, and we begin. and sacral. Navel. Heart. Throat. And brow. And release. So I hope you're really enjoying this practice because it's very, very powerful. Again, you can do it as long as you wish or with few seconds even if you have. And I just would like to finish with the alternate nostril breath. So again, just keep awareness of the body, the mind, the heart, the vitality, and notice how you feel before and after. So you can again develop much more awareness and almost creating a template of how you want to feel throughout your day, through every moment, and try to replicate as you scan your energies. So here we can just bring our feet slightly closer. We begin by, in this case, using our mudra. In this case, I like to keep my thumb, ring, and little fingers up, the middle and index down, and close, in this case, my right nostril with the thumb, exhaling to the left. Pause for a sec. Inhale to the left. Pausing. Now closing the left nostril, exhaling through the right. Pause. Inhale through the right. Pause. Switching fingers and notice if you can actually feel how the heating and cooling energies go from left to right side of the brain. Exhale to the left. Inhale through the left nostril, going through the right side of the brain. Closing left and breathing right. One more, breathing in through the right. Pause and breathe out through the left. And we release. So thank you so much, everyone, for participating, for co-creating this beautiful practice. And now Krishna Priya will take you a little bit further with your pranayama experiences. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Welcome back, everyone. After these beautiful practices that Prema Devi joyfully shared with you, I'm inviting you now to engage in a bit of movement, of flow, creating energy into the body, into the meridians, bringing deep breathing into the movement to create more blood circulation, more energy awareness, working in the same time with the heart energies, with the mind energies, and with the vital forces energies through the movement. So as we stand up, the first exercise that I would like to introduce to you today, it will be an exercise for the heart, the meridian of the heart, bringing circulation into the heart organ. Now we know that throughout the day, sometimes we are very much emotionally, mentally engaged, and the heart and the body holds that energy. So let's clear that channel, that field, and bring that energization into our being. As you stay with the feet shoulder apart, slowly bending the knees, I'm inviting you to have the left hand with the fist by your left hip and bringing the right hand across, opening the palm, breathing in as you come inside and breathing out as you go in front. Out and in. And as you turn the palm like that, the pinking finger in the meridian gets energized. Also, we're creating a spiral forces, energizing forces around the spinal column. Breathe deeply, engaging the body, engaging the mind, engaging the heart, and joyfully do this exercise. Out and in. Out and in, out and in, out and in. One more, out and in. And relax for a little bit here. Come back to your standing posture. Feel the energization in the blood. The blood circulates to the entire body, and blood carries prana, chi, life force. Balance your breath. Before we go into the next exercise, that it's named parting the clouds. So here we're gonna move away the clouds of our heart and emotional heart. So we're gonna stand in this posture. We're gonna breathe in, open the arms to the side. Palms facing upward, bringing the hands toward the front, facing the heart. Bringing them towards the physical heart and turn the palms and fingers within and breathing out and parting the clouds. Do it softly, lower the arms, breathe out. Breathe in gently and now bring your mind, your heart energies, your awareness, your breath coordination into composing all of these elements together. Breathe out and part the clouds away from your emotional field, mental field. Breathe in slowly as you move into the water gently. Open the palms, bring them in front. Turn them towards the heart, turn the fingers inward. Breathe out and part the clouds from the heart, from your being, and lower the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. And slowly, gently move them down. Breathe in again. Bringing this flow movement, it helps also to bring the flow in our being. The balance, the harmonizing at all levels. So just using the body and alignment with the mind and our inner energies, our intentions, our gesture, our posture helps a lot to bring harmony into all levels of our being. And lower them down. And come back. Take a slow or deep in breath and out breath. As you observe the effect of the breath, alignment with the movement, mind synchronization, letting go, just flow with it. And we're going to do now moving the clouds. So here we're going to bend the knees, cross the arms, breathe in, and move the clouds. Here we look upward, and from the mind, from the level of the head area, we move the clouds. Breathe out, coming down. Slowly bend the knees, gently. As you take a t-shirt out of your body, you do this movement. Breathe in deep, and breathe out. Remove the clouds from your inner space, from your consciousness. Breathe deeply into the heart, deeply into the mind, and observe how every level of your being gets distressed, somehow attuned to a balanced energy field, loving one, peaceful one, and the body complies. You feel more heat into the body, more ease into the cells, more joy into your being. Breathe in. Just let yourself be totally wrapped into the movement, into the breath, and into the awareness of the exercise, what it does for you, what's meant for you. Breathe in again. And come back slowly, slowly. Lower your arms. Don't rush the movement. Be gentle as the water between the rocks. Take a moment to observe the energy of the heart, the energy of the mental field, the energy of the body as it's more harmonized, more light, more soft. And now we're going to bring the heels together, and we're going to bring all the fingers to the thumbs as we do the crane, one of the crane movements. So we're going to breathe in, slowly bring the hands up, and breathe out and lower them down. Breathe in, coordinate the hands with bending the knees and the breath in and out. Sending the energies down to the lower dantian as you breathe out. Now breathe in. Coordinate, do it slowly, gently. Keep the spine erect. Push the palms here towards the side so we compress, and we also energize all the meridians to the arms. Breathe in. And feel that you are like a crane. Crane, it's a bird that it's very grounded, also very free. It's a noble bird. And last one, in. Here you're going to feel how the heart energies and the blood is circulating into the chest, and heart energy is flowing. And take a moment to relax, to observe. You might want to breathe deeply as you feel, if you feel, or adjust your body again, you adjust your mind, adjust your emotional field. Just feel in oneness, a wholeness from the body, mind, emotions. Now, because we want to bring from the heart, the beautiful energies of the heart, bring it into the mind, a focused mind, through the movement. We're going to do another version of the crane for the balance. You know, every movement that requires balancing, it implies the brain coordination with the body. So what we're going to do now here, we're going to breathe in and out. Breathe in Lower the body, lower the arms. Breathe in. And breathe out. Gently push into the ground feet. Raise the arms, raise the other leg. And bring the hands down. Going back into the feet, grounding into the earth energies. Breathe in, coming up. And breathe out, coming down again. Keep your spine erect. Keep your balance. Breathe in deeply. Focus. Press into the lower leg. Bring the other one up. And breathe out again. Breathe in. Last one. And breathe out. Ground again. And come back. Again, a gentle repose. You can balance all your energies in this moment. You might feel much more grounded as you push into the earth. You bend the knees, you bend the legs, you use the legs' energies. You might feel very grounded, in the same time light in your being. Focus, a gentleness in your inner space that includes also the body. A sweet healing energies in the body. Now the next exercise that we want to again create flow, movement, joy, but also mind awareness and focus, mind centering, we're gonna move the ball. So here, with the palm, left palm to the back, open like this to the back, we keep that palm there, and with the right hand, we have a ball in our palm, and we offer it to the side. And then we come back, we take this ball, we bring it to the back, we pass it through the other hand, and we offer it. Come back to the navel here, we pass the ball, and we move it to the other side. Again, the balance, it's between both legs all the time. The balance is between both arms all the time. The balance also, it's around the spine all the time. Breathe in. I'm looking at the camera, but you can follow the movement of the ball. Looking in front as you offer it. Bringing it down. Switch it, passing, and again offer it. Breathe in. Last one. And here, lower the arms and relax both arms. We're gonna do a balancing now again. Breathing in, gathering energy. Compose yourself at all levels, mind, heart, emotional level, vital level. Scan your energy field, the physical body field. And here with the palms in front of the navel of the lower dantian, with a huge energy field between the palms, as you might feel it in the Laogong point between the palms, create that energy field, that awareness between the palms. Breathing in, breathing out, and play a bit with the energy in the navel, into the vital forces of the body. Observe that fire, that vitality, that power. And then in front of the heart, observe the energy field of the heart. And here you can remember about kindness, compassion, gentleness in your being, the qualities of our soul. And then here also, above the head, connecting with the brain energies, the throat, the ears, the face, bringing that focused mind, peaceful mind, centered mind, and slowly lower the arms. And take your time, and you might want to have your seats now. Thank you so much for this participation into the exercises, practicals. We want to make them always for you. We want to be creative, to use all the modalities for applying Guruji teachings. But for the next part of the healing circle, we're going to observe together and participate deeply and profoundly in Guruji's recorded guided healing meditation. And as you would have heard him at the beginning, he was expressing the importance of managing the inner space and the energies, and then channeling the ego mind, connecting with the source, and channel appropriately energies for us and for everybody. And he was going to use the power of the prana in doing so, and of course the power of his centering into the source, where all the energies emerges and are balanced from there. So please do enjoy, absorb every word, has energy, profound energy, and we come back after the meditation to do our collective prayer to the healing box. See you soon.
So let me take you through the meditation process on this amazing journey of self-awareness, energy awareness, energy centers, energy mastery. Stay with me on the journey. And you know, I don't need you to be physically with me. Absolutely not. Because we are not physical beings. We are energy beings, and we can channel energy across the space. I hold you in my inner space. I meet you in the inner space. And your physical presence means little. So let's meet each other in the energy space, and there our meditation begins. Let's give attention to the inner space. For a moment, just focus on the breathing. You use prana, vital currents, to move the breath. To open up the lungs to breathe, you use the prana vayu. These vital currents are called vayus. So, moment you begin to breathe in, well, of course, I like to breathe out first. So I use apana vayu. And to breathe in, prana vayu. So I use two vital currents to do that. And I learn to regulate those currents, pushing the air out of the lungs using apana vayu, and pulling the air into the lungs using prana vayu. And I'm doing it rhythmically. You can do it with me, because we are meeting in the inner space. Just breathe out the air from the lungs, the spent air. And breathe in fresh oxygen and free prana. In the space, there's prana, not the vayu, but prana, free prana. Like oxygen, you may call them life trance, as Yoganandaji called them. And what I do is employ what is called a Manas Chakra. The external brow, the chakra, the externalized brow, is called manas. So the moment I get to manas, that's like a little knot at the center of the eyebrows, energy knot. If you focus on the center of the eyebrows at the front, not the physical front, but energetic front, and you focus on the medulla, you begin to feel this manas chakra. That is where control over the mind, the operational mind with the senses, that's where control begins. So begin to push the air out using apana vayu, pull the air in using prana vayu. Focus on the third eye center, manas chakra. That is the chakra that works with the senses, the physical senses, and the elements of nature. Focus on the medulla and draw. Begin to observe how you draw, not only oxygen to the body, but prana to the vital system. So the chakra system and through the nadis, the energy channels, the pranic channels. So even though you're observing the physical body, slip into the energy awareness where you can observe prana. That you're drawing energy into your vital system and you're drawing oxygen to the lungs and to the cells. Open the belly to breathe, important. Open the chest to breathe, breathe into the throat area, expanding the shoulders, gently. And do full lung breathing so you can really have the full power of prana and apana. When you learn to regulate those vital currents, those vayus, you begin to find that your mind automatically becomes peaceful. And when you find the manas chakra and that little energy not there, you find that you can bring your thoughts into stillness. Well, you can bring the mind into stillness. Stay with me. It's exciting when you can do it, when you find it. And if you use a mantra like Om, I use Om. Om is the mantra of the third eye. It's just a sound, primordial sound. And as I say it, I listen to it as well in a big space. So there's a big space of stillness in my being. The more you get to the source of being, the more you center in stillness, even as you operate. Prana and apana. This is the first step to well-being. Creating energy awareness. Energy management. Actually, pranayama means extension of the breath, extension of the energy behind the breath. Stay fully aware, fully attentive to the process. Stay connected to my words, to my energy, to my presence, to my guidance, and observe the magic that happens in the inner space when we work together co-creatively. Stay with skin awareness, body awareness, bone awareness, organ awareness. Stay with prana awareness. And then awareness of pure consciousness. And then staying in the eternal now. Once you move away from beginnings and ends, when the breath begins and when the breath ends, now let one breath move into the other seamlessly. Like a circle, in-breath into out-breath and out-breath into in-breath. With a nice transition in the pauses. Observing. Witnessing. Witness how the body distresses, the mind distresses. And as you observe the emotional field, just open the heart, if you haven't done so already, to absolutely love what you're doing and to be in gratitude for the gift of each other, the gift of higher awareness, and the gift of heavenly guides. Remember, I'm holding you in my awareness. We are all in an energy field supporting each other. Even as we operate individually. My being is happy. My being is harmoniously working with all of you as one. Just to remind you that your mind is a pranic field, an energy field. Even as it is silent, it is holding energy and potential. Energy that can be morphed into any thought pattern. Allow that energy of stillness to envelop your entire body. Every cell. It's the Wu Qi, the stillness of energy. Where movement of the breath is just natural. Where the mind is quiet. And stillness pervades your being. And the entire body, every cell, is held in the energizing field of the mind. The awareness is well-being, total well-being. And this is meditation for well-being. For balance, for restoration, for revitalization, for wholeness. no time, timeless. No beginning, no end. Movement is seamless. Cyclic. Breathe into the throat, giving attention to hearing, to listening to the silence, to quiet mind, to intuitive mind. Breathe into the heart, open up to loving being. Holding every cell, every organ. In a space of lovingness, the beautiful and harmonious energy of lovingness. It's like a balm, healing, comforting. And breathe into the gut, the core of the body, and the body feels a thrill of revitalizing its core, recharging the battery of the core. Breathe into the center of the eyebrow, the manas center. Focusing on the entire spinal column. And feel all the senses at peace. Like the horses of a chariot. Completely peaceful. And letting the only thought be Om, or just staying in the stillness of being. Observe how you feel. Observe how the space feels. Observe how the physical body feels. Observe how the subtle energy body feels. Observe how the mind feels, emotional being. Observe your composure. Observe your connection to the divine. Observe your level of present moment awareness. Observe how more recharged you feel, how more vital you feel, how more present moment you feel, how much more energy aware you feel, and how much more in mastery of your own space and energies you feel. Open your heart to be in gratitude. Open your field to each other and to wishing each other well. That we be our brother and sister's keeper. And join me as we chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, as we think of our entire world, holding it in the energy of peace, love, and harmony, of healing, of restoration, and praying for higher consciousness across our world. This is the intent of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Join me, everyone. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Welcome back, everyone. it's needless to ask you how you feel after this powerful healing meditation. Your space, your presence exudes that peacefulness, that lovingness, that wholeness, tapping into the connection with the source through Sri Vasudeva's energies field and consciousness and power and his love for humanity. So, staying with this awareness, let's pray for our world, continue to pray for ourselves, for our families, our friends, our communities, through our ritual of the praying to the healing box, as we have this tradition for so long already. So with your mind and the heart and the consciousness of lovingness, kindness, let's bring our energies together in the prayer towards those that are in need in this moment, either our families, our friends, our neighborhood, communities, countries, and extend it throughout the entire world. Let's visualize the healing forces of the light working throughout those that are in need, heightening the consciousness of the entire world. It's so much need in these days to pray together and visualize that it's already happening in a perfect way. Extend your field into the space, embrace it, and visualize it, that it's already happening. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much, everyone, for this beautiful healing circle and for your participation on the Zoom. It's so important for us to have you on the Zoom and to see how you much enjoying these practices together with us. So we create that connection together with you. But also we extend also our thanks to those of you that are joining on the YouTube, on the Facebook. And we want to wish you to continue to stay connected with us here in Trinidad and Tobago with Guruji's teachings, and you have tools to apply them in everyday life. See you next Wednesday. Have a great evening, have a great afternoon, wherever you are. Namaskar.